Hello everyone and welcome to episode 14 of F1 2018 Career Mode, and today it's the Italian Grand Prix.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. Need a quick map. That's qualifying over for us.
Didn't want to change my fuel mix. I wanted to do more with the airs, never mind. We'll muddle through. We'll clip the airs here so we can get a nice run to the Parabolica. What time I'm going to set? I'm going to be competitive actually. P15. Uh-oh. Spaghettios. Are we in? Are we in? Are we in? Oh, Sirotkin's doing well. Are we in? Are we in? Yes! Not even close. 53 thousandths of a second. As we power slide out the Parabolica. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, we're going to be fun. I'm going to show up again. So, let's do this. So the Della Roggia, it wasn't brilliant, but we survived. Turning hairs down, Hosty. We're going to have to go none between the two. I think this is a better lap than a Q1 lap for sure, but will be enough. Oh no! No! Idiots! Well, it gives me a chance to make a lovely thumbnail. Sliding into that barrier. And doesn't look so good. Let's actually do it when I'm in the barrier. Yes. Actually, that's a good one. That's a good one. I mean, it can only get better from here. Yes, we have failed the team's objective by a couple of placings. But remember, to succeed in passing that team objective, to get those extra resource points, we've got to win the race. From P15, the car that frankly ain't going to win. And our rival is 6-6. Interesting. Didn't even get any valid Q2 laps because I didn't actually set a time. I tried and failed. Yeah, some of the team reps, they have sunk a little bit because of that, but McLaren are happy for some reason. Interesting.
Obviously, I expected a better session, but these things happen from time to time. Try to make up for it in the race.
It's race day here in Italy once again. Monza, home to so many records. The smallest winning margin, for example. Do you remember in 1971, Peter Gethin beat Ronnie Peterson to the line by 1/100th of a second.
No, I wasn't alive.
40 overtakes for the lead alone in 1965, and Kimi Raikkonen clocked a record top speed of 230 miles per hour here, just over a decade ago. So there's a lot to live up to then for all of our drivers today.
I'm thinking testing after the race.
Miles northeast of Milan.
Stop talking!
Monza circuit,
I was going to say something interesting, but no, I'll just talk over Crofty anyway. In 2005, I don't know if it was a test before or after the race at Monza, but Antonio Pinzoni in the Williams, when he was subbing for, I think it was Nick Heifeld, actually got a higher top speed, but it wasn't in an official session, so.
Let's talk briefly about Lewis Hamilton. They talk! I don't want to say the title race is over, but surely it's going to take something special or catastrophic to change the outcome of this
52 points.
Certainly there are worse positions to be in, but it's vital they don't let complacency creep in. As soon as you let yourself think it's over before it actually is, that's where everything can and often will go wrong.
Just mention 2007. They even said that in real life now.
Exciting qualifying session yesterday. Let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Raikkonen, Nico Hülkenberg, and Ricciardo, Verstappen, Ocon, Leclerc, and Sergei Sorokin. Magnussen, Grosjean, Carlos Sainz, and Perez. The scientist, Alonso, Pierre Gasly, and Marcus Ericsson. Van Dorn and Brendan Hartley rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Quali Prime. The soft is quicker. Do we have the tyre wear? You know, I'll start on the soft. So it's best, you know, sometimes use the option tyre and hedge your bets. So the quad tire does fall apart, and maybe I should stick option prime. I'll start in the options. Define the will of the people of Williams Grand Prix Engineering. Though you weren't going to get a great Brexit rant on either side there. Nothing more I can do other than get the ball rolling as we head now towards those 5 lights. And we go for the Italian Grand Prix. Don't get a bad bite off the line at all. As we head towards the Metafilio now, it is always an interesting one. Let's start the Italian Grand Prix. Oh, Perez, he's dive bombing the field. We're going to dive bomb him. Dive bomb everybody. P6 somehow. Oh. That scared the living daylights out of me. We've got Ricciardo behind us. We've got lots of cars behind us. Ocon's having to go one of the Ferraris. I think that's Raikkonen. Interesting as we have to go defensive into the Della Roggi now, but we're okay. Wow, Ocon's actually made ahead of Raikkonen. Woohoo! This is going to be exciting, guys. If this is going to be the turn for the race. These pesky Mercedes customers making great starts and interfering the races of the Red Bulls and the Ferraris. Raikkonen's handing round. He's going to try and take Ocon straight back into Ascari. This should be easy pickings. Ocon's left putting out to dry, but he can't capitalise because I got Ascari kind of run, and then the car's not exactly got a great balance there. I can't exactly nail it, but never mind. Heading into the Parabolica now. Ocon's our race, Raikkonen isn't. That's one thing to keep in mind with this battle. I can't see us competing with any of the Ferraris or the Mercedes. The Force India though, hopefully we've got a bit more power because our power unit's a bit more upgraded than theirs. He's going to go defensive into the Retafilo, but we sneak across the inside. And that's P5. Well, and the Ferraris and the Mercedes in front, so
Brilliant.
I'm happy with that. Through the Parabolica we... Now is the Ascari. What am I on about? We're going to the Parabolica now, and Ocon's going to make life very difficult for us. We've got round the outside, but... Ew. There we are, that's the end of lap 2 of 27 here.
DRS is now enabled. Will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
It's good to know, Jeff. Good for him. If only he managed that in a real Italian Grand Prix rather than being spun around. Which was his own fault, may I add, people. Meanwhile, we've got Ocon to be dealing with, and he's going to make us go defensive into Ascari. Play that even a circuit like Monza, the terrible error is hurting us. Singapore's going to be a barrel of laughs, isn't it? I'm a little confused. I think they find each other too hard because Hamilton's getting away. We are closing up when we should be. Oh, Vettel's off! Vettel's off! That's P4!
Okay, clear.
Yeah, that's Vettel's race ruined. can only really compare ourselves to Bottas now, because Vettel's race is ruined. So only Bottas and Raikkonen's fight is preventing us from getting a true picture of the option versus the quali. Raikkonen has, the stick goes on, so we have to think about going defensive. Oh no, God, into the Rettifilio. I think it's Goros. Yeah, he has. We're going to have to give that up. Ah, damn it.
Okay, we've lost the position. That's us down the place.
It is. Back to P5, but they're doing okay so far. And Perez has passed Sorokin. And we're not giving up on Ocon. Giving the dummy to the Deli Roggi. And that doesn't quite work. Oh, it does.
The gap behind
Because of
us
his braking.
is 3.8 seconds.
Meanwhile, Bottas has passed Raikkonen. But Raikkonen's going to get DRS. So maybe, just hope for us yet. Oh, and I think one of the McLaren Renaults has retired. Ah! I nearly lose it. For the Lesmond, yeah. What can I say? Might be a safety car though, that may change our strategy. Nah, there won't be. So what says to think about going quali to the end if that was the case? And stay in a quick tyre. Or even use the prime very early on and preserve it. Okay, we're getting a good overspeed on Ocon. Maybe the tow is actually worth something here at Monza. But Benedetto doesn't affect him nowhere near as much as reality, so I'll take that in mind. But we're going to be blasting by Ocon. We dummy him, and that is lovely. Or is it? But I'm actually slicing in front of him. Through the Rettifilio, and that's good. Whoop, 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 whoop. Back up to P4. Gonna have to start.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, thanks. We're gonna start going in slightly easing out on the fuel. Yeah, our aero is gunk. I knew that. I think we're pulling away from Sorokin now again. That's interesting. I'm actually going to let Ocon by so I get DRS. Damn the main straight. Now that is a cheeky tax that can sometimes go wrong. It nearly did with the way Ocon kind of jinxed through the brakes on. I don't think that was intentional. We just sort of got that wrong. DRS. Here we are, pulling away. Our Merc power's better than their Merc power. It kicks in. And Sorokin's already into the pits.
Sergey in the pits.
Already? I did say about 10 laps or so on our strategy, and bear in mind, he did Q2 on his tyres. We're still fighting hard with Ocon. I'm enjoying this actually, it's a good scrap. Ocon's staying with us. It's one of those things where we're just sort of getting by each other a lot. I don't think Natoi is like Moto 3 style effective. I must say that. As we use the bits of the Parabolica that shouldn't be there, but I hate the fact they've done off with that gravel trap. We're going to have to go defensive yet again and knock on. Easy pickings.
The gap to the car behind is 5.0 seconds.
That's a proper overtaker space on us. I have to. Oh, VSC!
The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta.
Oops, he went off the track in error, so let's save our stuff, save some fuel, save some airs. Just randomly slow, it's like, ah!
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
I don't get DRS because the track was under FCY.
Okay,
Oh! Who actually pitted out the Mercs? It was Hamilton. He has gained a little bit of time by doing it under VSC. I somehow do get DRS. And there we go. Back up to, well, I say back up to, we're now in P3. It's not real though. Absolutely not. I mean, Hamilton, he's just pitted. He's going to get an undercut and the back end of a VSC, so he'll shave a couple of seconds off, and that's before he...
Gap ahead is 5.8 seconds.
That's before he actually deploys his undercut. Well, made a Horlocks of it there.
Bottas has just moved.
Now that's where the regular corner cutting rules comes into its own. I did not get an advantage there by clambering over those sausage curbs. But it's good that the game recognises this. Wow, that was a lot of understeer for some reason. Oh, Ocon's in! Ocon's in! Ocon is in!
Window. You'll be on the mediums.
Yeah, Raikkonen's gone to it as well. I see. Now, Hamilton, interestingly, he did put under the VSC. He is in traffic. He does have a Red Bull and Perez, and then us in front. I doubt they will be resisting too much, because there'll be no point. Perez is going to go on it, and there we go. We've inherited the lead.
Behind is 25.4 seconds.
Yeah, Hamilton's quick on his prime tyre. Yeah, it's had a big undercut. Yeah, it's had a big undercut. Bottas that has managed to overcut Raikkonen. It really is coming up trumps for Mercedes. I guess we can ask.
Sergey is currently in 6th place, P6. We're leading our teammate by 23.9 seconds.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Softs. The time last lap
Oh,
was a
option. I think he's going quali option, option or quali option, quali. We could have given that a little less respect than we did. Never mind, we're in for our one and presumably only stop at the race. Option to prime. Don't see much of the medium tyre, I must confess. Right, I'm going to turn everything up. So we'll sell for this. Sorokin could do us a favour. Leclerc presumes he's on a 2 as well. Either that or he's nursing the qualifying tyre a little bit unnecessarily long. Anyway, let's play it, get past Perez. So we're fighting with the Force India to the end, that's abundantly clear. Now that is... it's a fair warning. I guess. Jeez, we have no grip on these tyres at all. Oh, Perez is on the option as well. Is he going to the end? Because if we do so, we're going to have to give Leclerc a bit of the squeeze. He's not taking it lying down, no. But we're not taking it lying down either. Jeff, who are we actually fighting?
Okay, our main competitors in this race are Ricciardo and Sorokin.
Ricciardo and Sorokin. Interesting. Oh, that's Perez behind Sorokin again. How has that happened? Yeah, Leclerc has passed. I wonder if they're all two stopping in front and fighting too hard here. Yeah, passing Leclerc now. So it says we're fighting Ricciardo, that's our true race. Maybe the Force Indias are two stopping too. We can fight hard into the Lesmos. Well, Sergio Perez knows in real life how much that can cost. In that incident with Kelly Max, but then again, that cost Max a mod, didn't it? I'm trying to remember what happened. I'll try and stop remembering because I need to concentrate. They find each other hard. Are they on the same strategy?
That's Sergey ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 0.9 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
What do you mean,
Their
think?
last lap was a 1:24.5.
We're teammates! Surely you should know if he has! And Leclerc's coming back as DRS versus DRS! Merc Power versus Ferrari horses! Oh, he's braver on the brakes, but again, he's got so much more grip. So, I will take that in mind. Can't believe it's 5 seconds of lap. Seriously. Oh, Leclerc and Sorokin both pit.
Sergey is in for his stop.
Right, is Perez doing the same thing?
Okay, gap ahead is 1.3 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:24.2.
No! He's going to the end as well. It's a real race with P6. Red Bull's behind. Let's see how much slower we actually are.
The gap to the car behind is 5.2 seconds. We're losing about 5 seconds a lap. This pace is far too slow.
Talking rubbish!
Old mediums. Their tyres are 7 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:23.8.
There's no way living hell on 5 seconds a lap slower than them. Oh, Vettel's there as well. So this P6 is far from secure.
Gap to car in front is 2.1 seconds. Our gap behind is 4.5 seconds.
Yeah, give it 2 or 3 laps. It's going to be on us. So Red Bull is a much better chassis than this Williams for sure.
Perez ahead. The gap to the car ahead is 3.4 seconds. You're falling back by 1/10 a lap. They're on old softs.
1/10,
Their
that.
tyres are 7 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:23.4.
I'm falling back by 1/10 lap. Then that's good because he will come back to us. How much time we're really losing to Ricardo? Do not say 5 seconds.
The gap behind is 3.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old.
We need to drive smoothly as we can. So Ricardo will come. He will come for us. We can see him now here when we look behind. We're 6/7 to press that lap. We should be fine on tyres.
The gap behind us is 2.2.
Ricardo's going to catch us. So, he's got that arrows. He's slowly harvesting. Whether we'll keep him behind or not, that's another question. Vettel will be a bit harder because of the straight line speed. The Red Bull's closing. Have to go defensive into Ascari.
Gap ahead is 5.2
Wow.
seconds.
That caused a moment reminiscent. That's reminiscent of.
Green.
Oh yeah, it was last year's career mode. The Italian Grand Prix on the 2017 career mode. Yeah, Ricardo's out. It spoils Vettel. Will it cause a safety car of any type? It's still going. So someone's retired, but it's still going. Will something happen? That was really weird. I really do get caught up sometimes by how early you may choose to brake. By the way, if I'm being a bit quiet, I'm struggling a little bit with my voice in the last couple of weeks. I've heard it in the last few videos that you've seen, but yeah, I am struggling a bit to raise my voice consistently as Vettel is considering an overtake on us. Easy. Yes. I'm not going to give Vettel, of all people, much of a chance. I'll deploy the overtake now. We'll sail it through the second sector. That's my strategy. Don't use the grass when you don't need to. Think about it, Mr. Hosty. On the overtake, we now go. What's the Ferrari got for us? Back the olden days, Ferrari and Williams fighting each other for what would have been the final point of the race. Way back when. Well, up until 2002. Yeah, Vettel is staying with us. We can harvest a bit now. Well, deploy less, strictly speaking. Now punch out the Parabolica. He is staying close. That's just because of how effective the Ferrari is. Gonna go defensive. We may be in trouble here. He's eventually come alongside. DRS has helped him. We're going to now take that line down. There we go. Back up to P6. Oh dear. Have to go back on the overtake. This may be tricky for us to stay on the inside of Ascari. Or just wait for him to lock up. Okay, we can save some airs again. Now, I am going to harvest here because I do want to hope to be able to use full battery in the last lap.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. Caution.
Hold on. That's one of the Force Indias.
This is
We're up to P5 now. Aha! 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 This is helpful. Val can't pass us. He can't pass us.
Okay, clear.
So Sonic, we can go on the overtake now. Because I saved airs there. Just like, turn it down. He can't pass. We might be able to just hold on to P5. So there is a bit of sweetness there for Force India. Hamilton goes purple as he wins the race. That would love to set a fast lap in the last lap of the race, but ain't going to be able to because he's going to fight us all the way to Ascari. Can we hold on? Can we hold on? He's locked up. He's locked up. He's in the gravel. He's in the gravel. And Verstappen's got him. We've got P5 lads. Just got the Parabolica to survive. Come on. Come on. Woohoo! We've defeated Sebastian Vettel at Ferrari's home race. Come on.
That's the end of the race.
And you'll see me
Today.
beaming! Hee-hee! That's what we like!
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes then are on top today.
And you know what? They've deserved it. They've pulled off a 1-2. Slightly weird the way Raikkonen fell off Bottas' tail, and the fact that Hamilton managed to pull away when Bottas, Raikkonen and Vettel will find each other very hard. And the fact we got Perez on the podium. It is a weird one. God bless F1.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves
he
further
does.
ahead at the top of the table. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Let's give it to Sergio Perez. That was a commanding performance today.
14th!
Very impressive indeed.
On to the constructors then. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Another team that
Yay!
today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and
Yeah,
goodbye
and that
until the
means
next
we are
race.
best of rest in the drivers and constructors. And we join the rivalries. That's an interesting one. Oh, good haul of points there. Over 1,000. The survey says, sorry, you've lost a life. Actually, that hasn't harmed the reputation with the team. Or if it has, it's been negated and more some by other factors. Okay, slight change, more experience, a bit more sportsmanship.
Great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for.
Thank you, that does make me feel very, very happy.
You have to do a better job completing the goals the team set out for you. Their ability to develop will suffer if you miss them, and it'll count against you at the contract reviews.
I tried. Whatever. Let's do some R&D. Right. Weight reduction. Of course I'll do a bit of weight reduction. That should be down for Singapore. Okay, we don't have enough resource points for that. What about the power unit? I could do the bits with the airs. What does that actually do? So reworks current elements of the engine recovery system and ensures they remain within peak operating temperatures and therefore function more effectively. Fuel consumption I'm not too worried about. Yeah, some places using less fuel, some more. It averages out that, you know, we're alright. We're using what we should. We'll see what we've got with the air. They're all majors that we can't afford. So you know what? I'm not going to say no to a more effective heirs. That'd be stupid. I think, because with all things considered, you know what? Let's go for it. Gearbox 59% where that may be a concern as we go through the race at Singapore. But I'm not expecting it to be a strong race there anyway.
Hey, we had the new parts come through from the factory. We'll get them on the car ahead of FP1.
Do we not have a regulation change? No? No? Unless he's going to surprise us. Complete 6 practice programs. Race weekends remaining 2. You do realise if I just completely if I'm successful in all of them in one weekend, I've already done that. Okay. Let's see what's gone on the car then. We have the best chassis in F1. 16 upgrades in now, so the potential is going to be halted because we only have, because this is the entire tree now. This is what we have in the chassis. We all have 3 miners left, which will be a worry. But we have unlocked some brake upgrades. That's good. That's good. So I'm not too concerned about that, but it will eventually hurt us. The aero, yeah, that's trivial. So we have the best power unit, the best chassis, and some of the worst aero. It sounds like my personal career mode from last year, where I'd maxed out the Force India's power unit and then was on the way to maxing out the chassis. And I damn nearly did. What, did I? Can't remember. But I'm not going to faff with F1 2017 for much longer. That's at all. And guys, that was the Italian Grand Prix for episode 14 of F1 2018 Career Mode. I hope you enjoyed the video, but before we do finish, let's look at the progress history. Ooh! The big 3 could be the big 4. Could Williams be about to return to the big time? Considering no wins since Spain 2012, no titles since 1997. We aren't going to win a title this year. Let's just be clear. We probably are, yeah, in fact, we are mathematically still 8, but practically, forget it. This is all about laying foundations for Season 2. I almost certainly intend to stay with Williams. That I can tell you. But we developed really, really quickly. It's been great. So, let's just see you next time. I'm gonna stop talking now and let you get on with your day. Bye-bye!